Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Okay, before we get started with the video, I just want to let everyone know that our January 2025 Astrobot Bundle giveaway is still open until the end of the month. As of the recording of this video, that's about 13 days until the winner is drawn. So for anyone that wants it, all you have to do is be a subscriber and comment to our website, Blue Sky, Reddit, our YouTube channel, and leave a comment. Or, if you're a Twitch user, just being a follower there is enough. Anyway, enough of my rambling. That was just a simple reminder. On to the video. As of late, Capcom's been on a roll with bringing back their classics from days gone by to the modern day. Whether it be the Beat 'em Up Collection, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, the Capcom Fighting Collection, with the second version coming out soon, or most recently, the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, the average old school gamer will certainly find something worthwhile here. However, for as many games the aforementioned collections bring to the modern audience, there are actually still some left off the table. Let's talk about some of the games that have yet to be part of the collection frenzy. The first one we'll mention here is Shiritsu Justice Gakuen. For those that are unaware, this one was known as rival schools in the West. The game's premise is high school students, mainly broken up in teams of 3, fighting each other while uncovering who's attacking their schools and the reason why. Now the weird thing is, Project Justice is going to be in the upcoming Capcom Fighting Collection too. And that collection also comes with both Capcom vs. SNK 1 and 2. So I personally don't see any reason why they would leave Project Justice prequel out of the loop. Also, if they do bring it, I hope they add the extras that were on the PlayStation 1 Evolution disc that the game came with for the PlayStation 1 port. Okay, before anyone yells at me or lambasts me, we have to understand, for better or worse, this game does exist and it does fit the fighting game criteria. Yes, Street Fighter the movie is a dumpster fire and the game stunk to the high heavens, much like the movie that the game was based on. In a nutshell, the game tried to be a Mortal Kombat ripoff complete with Street Fighter coding. Now despite the reception, technically it should still be in the collection, just for the sake of letting modern gamers know this game even existed. This game falls in the same category as Rival School does, in the sense that the sequel, Plasma Sword, is in a collection bundle, but not the prequel. Star Gladiator isn't like most of Capcom's 6-button standard controls like Street Fighter or Darkstalkers. Instead, this game went the Soul Edge to Soul Calibur route, with 2 attack buttons, a kick, and a guard button. This is one of those games that didn't really get much love and attention from the general audience that it deserved. Maybe if by chance, if this game was put in a new fighting game collection, the audience would give it the respect it deserves. This beloved game was Capcom's first attempt at a 3D fighting game. At the time, Namco's Tekken and Sega's Virtua Fighter were paving the way for the new age of 3D fighting games. Capcom teamed up with Eureka to create Street Fighter EX plus Alpha. The game combined the classic Street Fighter roster with Eureka's characters, some of which came from the arcade fighting game Fighting Layer. The EX part of the Street Fighter franchise has a cult following that people keep wishing for a modern return on. But people need to understand that they not only need to ask Capcom, but Eureka as well. Fans will just have to pester both companies to make this one a reality. This one might just come down to licensing more than anything else. This one was basically an upgrade in every tangible way to the original. Faster gameplay, added gameplay mechanics, and new characters added to the roster. They even brought in the bonus rounds that were oddly left out of the original game. The game does a great job at being everything a sequel is meant to be. But just like the last game, in order for this one to happen, Eureka will have to be convinced to allow it to happen. After all, any potential license issue the first game had, this one will have as well. This game had the unfortunate fate of being a PlayStation 2 launch title alongside another 3D fighting game. In this case, Tekken Tag Tournament. Unfortunately, Street Fighter EX3 did get pretty much outshined by Tekken Tag Tournament, but this was still a quality game. The tag function for this game worked well and brought a new gameplay dimension to the tried and true mechanics of the franchise. I won't repeat the whole legal and or license issue that may keep this game from being in a collection, but that doesn't change the fact that this would be great in the third Capcom fighting game package. This is one I always wanted to get ported over to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 home systems, but of course that never happened. And of course, it is yet to make a collection appearance. Tatsunoko is a famed anime studio with characters such as Kashan, Tekkaman, and Gatchaman, better known as G-Force to some of the older generations in the West, among others. The game mixes them with some of Capcom's more familiar characters such as Ryu, Mega Man, and Beautiful Joe. The game didn't get nearly enough recognition solely because of the system that it was on at the time. If this was in a collection, maybe this time around it would get some love. Okay, with this one, I figured since the Marvel vs. Capcom collection has the Punisher in it, this one can have the classic Aliens vs. Predator arcade game. This game was never ported to any home system, so maybe now, Capcom can make amends for that by putting it in a collection. Licensing isn't an issue anymore, since Disney now owns over 90% of Fox, so that's one hurdle crossed. This one will be a dream for so many older gamers, and yes, I'm speaking for myself here as well. Okay, those are some of the games I feel Capcom can use for another fighting collection, should they decide to go that route. If I missed some, please, by all means, put it in the comments. Thanks for hanging, and take care.